Hello guys, it's Chelsea from Get Polished, and today I wanted to take a quick minute to address some of the most common issues that I see when I visit your blogs. So I get a lot of emails with blog links from you guys when you have a support question or a general question, and I'm seeing these same problems over and over again. And the point of this video is basically just make sure you're taking full advantage of all the features that we offer with our themes. So we just want to make sure that you know that some of these issues you're having, you don't have to have. So let's start off at the top, and I'm just going to kind of work my way down. So the first most common problem I see is that you did not crop your profile photo into a square first. So as we note in the directions, your photo needs to be cropped into a square if you want it to look like a circle when you add your photo to your sidebar. Now, it must be cropped into a square because if you leave it as a rectangle, you'll see that it then looks like an oval. That's because the code is basically telling the blog to cut off the corners, what we call a border radius. So it's trying to make it a circle, but it just comes out looking like an oval because the photo is a rectangle instead of a square. So do make sure that you check out, if you have any issues with that, make sure you check out the video that I'm going to link to right now that shows you how to crop your photo into a square. And then just make sure that you re-upload or you rehost a new square photo on PhotoBucket or whatever you use and add that new code to make your photo a circle. And I'm just going to do that really quickly just to show you. I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to edit my code. And it's right here. That's where my existing profile image direct URL is. And now you'll see, ta-da! It is a circle. Yay. Okay. So moving along. Social media icons. I see this a lot too, where your icons are left aligned. They're not center aligned. The reason for this is that you've left off a little bit of the code that we provided in the instructions. So if you pull up that code file, this one is the lovely little thoughts. So it looks like this. And in my section on social media icon codes, we've got this little snippet right here. And it tells you here, you need to make sure that you copy this, and then instead of the social media icon code, you'll delete that out, and then you'll paste in your icons, the code for your icons here. Now what a lot of you are doing is forgetting to copy this part, so the div class and the ending div. So you're just pasting your codes in, and then it's not going to center your icons. So if you go back into your code file here and you copy that, we need to go and make sure that we've added that to our icons. So again, I'm going to click into that little tool icon. I'm going to paste this in. And then if you want to go back to your text file, make sure you copy that ending div tag and paste that at the end. And then if we click save, it'll refresh, and now, ta-da, we have centered social media icons. Yay! Okay, moving along, and this particular post does not have, or this particular blog does not have the same issues, but that's just because I don't have enough posts on here. But I see a lot of you guys not narrow down your number of popular posts, and that's not a huge deal, but if you want it to not clutter up your whole sidebar so that your sidebar runs really long, you'll want to go in here and click the icon on the popular post gadget and just make sure that you've picked a smaller number here. This is not necessary, obviously. This is personal preference, but I see a lot of you guys just leave it set to 10, which I think is the default, and that's just a little excessive in the sidebar when there's such huge square photos. Same thing with categories. I can't show you this exactly because this is just a demo blog and I don't have hundreds of categories, or labels as they're technically called, in this post, or in this blog, excuse me, but I see that a lot. You guys don't go in and narrow these down. Now we do have a video tutorial on that I'm going to link to right now as well. And that'll just show you how you can really easily and quickly go in and make sure that you've got those narrowed down to only the ones that you want displayed in your sidebar so that you don't have, 172 categories that scroll all the way down. All right, and the last thing that I see very commonly is the photos. You are not taking advantage of the properly sized photos for your template. So what I mean by that is if you'll see this one here does not span the full width of the post space, and this one here doesn't even come close to spanning the full width of the post space. Now, this is not necessary, but it really does clean up the look of your blog if you do take advantage of this when you can. So I'm going to show you really quickly. Just click on this pencil icon and click on your photos. Make sure that you've got it set to original size, left align. And that will, in the post editor, look humongous, but because we have baked code in that will resize any photos that are too large down to fit your post space, you'll see when we update this and we go view that post, it's now sized perfectly for your particular posting space. Now, if you need a little bit more help with that, go ahead and click on the video I'm linking to right now, and it'll show you that a few times over and over to get you comfortable with that idea. But once you've done it a couple times, it's super easy, and just make sure that you're taking advantage of that. And you can only do that if you're uploading pretty large photos. I like to resize my photos down to about 1,000 pixels wide, because that's going to, what I say, future-proof me. So if I in the future have a blog template that has 1,000 pixel wide posting space, those photos are still going to work properly for that future blog template, which is kind of confusing. But if you stick to about 1,000 pixels wide when you resize your photos, you should be in good shape. So I hope that was helpful. If you guys have any questions, as always, feel free to email us through our website. Thanks, guys.